Make some noise for your host, Kid Copious.
What up, perps? Kid Copious, back in the bunker. Purple State Party. You know what we're doing here. We're representing America, the center, common sense, and things that purposely discharge. I don't know why. Anyhow, we'll start off with the title of the show, which is Dances with Brandon's. Sticking with a movie theme here. I was inspired by this first because of Costner's work in Yellowstone. Love that show. Looking forward to 4 6s in 1883. That's not an ad, it's just my opinion. But anyhow, it was really inspired by the fact that fake First Nations lady here, Warren, decided to attack Elon Musk about not paying taxes. You know, as we could see here, yeah, he and she kind of went back and forth. He called her Senator Karen. And, you know, she, of course, wants to do what every leftist wants to do, which is, you know, control the poor and tax the rich. And part of her plan, of course, is trying to tax assets, you know, things that haven't actually realized an income yet. And that's why he didn't pay taxes. In 2018, he didn't collect a salary. He didn't sell any stocks. You know, whatever money he collected in interest, he spent it on things that were then deductible. If you have billions of dollars in the bank, you don't need to work, you don't need to collect a paycheck, you don't have an income to tax necessarily. And if you live frugally, if you live, you know, within your means with proper deductions, you can get it down to zero. You know, but who the hell is she to talk? This is a woman who faked her ethnicity, claimed to be Native American. You know, and that really sticks in my craw, as they say. You know, because myself, my true heritage is murky. You know, adoption papers from way back when were very non-specific. I don't really know what I am, but I would never try to claim that I'm something that I'm not. I just wouldn't do it. And I could innocently do it because I don't know. I honestly don't know. Really fogging up the glasses today. But he's going to pay $7.6 billion. That's like the budget for a small country. He's going to pay that in taxes. You know, and his factories and offices and all that kind of stuff, all of his little ventures, they generate income taxes through people's payroll taxes, you know, the corporate taxes, property taxes on properties that the company owns. He doesn't really own it. He doesn't really own the property. The company does. So that's just the way it works. You know, you put things in your business name, whatever. So it doesn't affect your personal, you know, your personal taxes when it's a business. You know, those are your business taxes. So that's separate. But, you know, I just thought that was kind of funny. And I really don't like her. So here you go. Here's some oldies but goodies. Mexican word of the day, nada. Still nada Indian. You know, like, only the government should have guns. A real Indian would know better. And the Land of Lies. Yeah. That woman was spectacular. And she should really just shut the hell up and creep off into retirement at this point. You know, she's made a lot of money. A lot more than her salary. So, you know, some people are saying that she didn't pay taxes, but what I found, she did pay taxes, but she's still a lying liar. And should probably have been drummed out for something like that. But, you know, kind of as we're going to see here, as we go along and as we've seen in the past, you know, the left takes care of their own. If you say and do the right things, they give you a pass on just about anything. If you don't say the right things, then you get treated like shit. I guess that's fascist of them. And Elon Musk has definitely said and done things that they don't really like. I mean, I'm sure they're not pleased that he made a stink about moving out of California. You know, moving his offices to Texas. You know, because it's too damn expensive here. Move on. Sad news, the NFL has decided to partner with other countries. I've always been against this. I don't like international games. I think it fucks up the game and whatever. But they want to make money, but, you know, they're going to send the Rams to China. They're going to get in bed with China. I just don't understand it. Like, where have our values gone? You know, they're a despicable country, run by a despicable leader, and they're a despicable system. Yeah. Somehow Germany lucked out. They're going to get Brady if he's still around. You know, feel bad for Brazil. They're getting the Dolphins. Yikes. You know, we're going to send some more over there. It's been one of these kind of weird weeks. And, you know, we have J.K. Rowling quoting George Orwell here and then adding the penis individual who raped you as a woman. And, of course, people such as Jonathan Van Ness here go on and on about her transphobia and trans women. Look, okay, look. If you are a man and you commit a crime, and the Scotland, where this is all originating from, says that you can self-attest to being a woman and they'll put you in a woman's prison and treat you like a woman and put you down on your crime sheet as a woman, you might want to just take that offer because it might be safer for you, okay? There are going to be more men who take advantage of this than actual trans women that exist in those countries. Because that's what criminals do. Criminals milked the COVID relief for billions. That's what they do. They find loopholes and they exploit it. And in the case that she's making, that the person who raped a girl or a woman, either way, can claim to be a woman and then be put into a woman's prison where essentially they could just continue to commit rape is sort of insane. And it's not about trans women. It's about the men that will exploit something like that with no proof. Just attest to it. Just tell us you're a woman and we'll treat you like a woman. Oh, and to kick off the best of the week here, all I want for Christmas is Beth to spend one day on The View. If you don't know who Beth is, Beth Dutton, Yellowstone, man, you should get acquainted because, boy, she is one mean-ass devil. Whew. She'd tear through The View. If SNL wanted to be a real comedy again this week, they would hire Donald Trump to play Alec Baldwin. I just saw that. I know this isn't quite relevant, but I literally just saw it, and I love having Jim in the best of. They're having so many break-ins in San Francisco. They're just leaving their trunk open so that people don't have to break in. I mean, I used to do that when I delivered TVs. We'd go to certain areas and we would, after we would get everything out, we would leave the door open and show that there was no TV back there. So people wouldn't break in, but you couldn't get to the cab. So, yeah, boy, am I out of touch, Pelosi-ass Butler? These are the people you keep electing, and you say that you're progressive and you say you want change, and then you hire elite old people. Okay? Hillary Clinton reportedly considering losing again in 2024. This is speaking of out of touch elitist. Jim's back again. Look at this. If the government has enough money to send to foreign countries, then the government is taking too much money from the taxpayers. Yeah, that's kind of true, isn't it? If you think about it, like, we're really not supposed to be running around helping all these people. That's not really what our taxes are for. You know, it's, the premise is to run the country, to defend the country, to help the citizens. But I just found that funny. But yeah, trust the science is the most anti-science statement ever. Questioning science is how you do science. I really wish I had less to talk about because I could talk about this all night. But yeah, we live in a world now where you don't question the science, even if the science is just completely flawed, like mass. This is at best 25% effective. So if I had the vid, I would have already contaminated this entire room. I mean, that's just it. You see the fog on my glasses? That's why I have to keep going like that. Well, that fog would contain COVID because it's small. It comes out on air vapors, water vapors. You know, go watch the guy who puts on the mask in the middle of the snow and look at how much vapor comes out from those masks. You know, even a good N95 still has about 10% leakage. And when you're talking about a virus that's 1 micron, that's all you need. See, I just steamed up my glasses again. That would be escaping. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, I don't know how to explain it any better than, like, if I didn't know it was useless, I would play along. I'm going to end with this one. This is a Mark Twain quote. It's easier to fool people than it is to convince them that they've been fooled. And that's what we're living in right now. That's a very good, apropos quote for right now. You know, something to think about is that, you know, Trump's approval rating was low. It was in the toilet. But it was in the toilet based on his personality. More so than Biden's approval rating based on his performance and his competency. Okay, Trump was a loose cannon. I'll admit it. Trump sometimes said the wrong thing. I'll admit it. But let's go Brandon, okay, is a saying for a reason. Make America Great was a saying for a reason because people believed in it. When you wake up and you realize that you've been fooled, you're going to be angry. And when I look back at the presidents in my lifetime, when I see the Democrats, I see things that they did that screwed me over. Barack with his credit. Clinton, when he proposed insurance and my hours were slashed brutally. You know? And then under Biden and his fellow Democrats, I've gotten to the point where I can't even stand my state. I feel troubled for my country. I didn't feel this kind of anxiety for the first 3 years of Trump's presidency. But when it started to look like he might win re-election, you know, the left went crazy and started burning down cities in the name of justice. Things that had already, as far as I'm concerned, been solved. We understand what we've done wrong in the past. We understand that it's not right to judge people by the color of their skin. We understand the message of Martin Luther King. And people who don't understand it or people who don't want to live by that code, they got shut down. They got shut down by everybody. But look where we're at now. Look where we're at. Here in California, I feel it even more deeply than maybe people in Republican states. You know, because not only do I get it from Biden, I get it from Noodles. You know, I've often said that until recently my wife was not political, but it just, the tide of bullshit has just swept over. Things like what JK was talking about. You know, the people like Elizabeth Warren, the inflation that we're feeling right now, gas prices that we're feeling right now. That's the work of one party. You know? So there's a lot of people out there who have been fooled, and we need to unfool them, I guess. But we can't do it with lies, and we can't do it with exaggerations. Just report what's there. Just report what's there. Like with Elon Musk. He's about to pay $7.8 billion in taxes, yet one of them is calling him a tax cheat. There's no exaggeration. Warren said it. That's what Elon's going to have to pay. That's why, this is why Elon didn't pay in 2018. Straight facts. That's it. So keep it straight, okay? Because this is really, we are on the ledge right now. And I don't say that as hyperbole. I say that because that's where we are. We're on the ledge. Copious out.